AMTAH for kicking out my sister and her family because of her son and husband's entitlement? Me, 23F, and my sister, 37F, have always had a rocky relationship. Had our ups and downs, but we always had each other's backs. That's why when her house had a really bad flood, I offered to let her stay with me and my girlfriend at our house. We had enough space, and we talked it through first. So my sister, her husband, and my 13-year-old nephew packed up their things and set up camp in our house. My nephew and I have been fine, but he had this entitlement to him that always got on my nerves. Right off the bat, he had tried to claim mine and my girlfriend's shared bedroom like it was some guest house. I politely told him that he couldn't stay in our bedroom and could stay either in the guest room or our TV room in our basement. He immediately got upset and demanded our room. My brother-in-law tried to mediate the situation, but the whole reason he wanted the room was so he could have the TV for his gaming system. I showed him to the TV room in the basement and he relented and agreed to sleep downstairs. I was sort of relieved, assuming he would spend most of his time down there. It had only been a week before the issues started. BIL wouldn't clean up after himself. He would fill the sink with dirty dishes, leave his dirty laundry all over the house, and wouldn't clean up the bathroom after us. My nephew kept me and my GF up at night with his screaming and yelling at his Vide games. I brought up these problems to my sister and she just brushed it off by saying, "They're just used to how things are at home." I told her that I ran things differently, but she wouldn't budge. After another week, GF asked me if the cat had thrown up somewhere downstairs, because there was a very sour smell every time she went to do laundry. I looked around everywhere but found nothing. Until I realized the smell was coming from my nephew. I almost gagged. He clearly hadn't showered in days. I talked to my sister and she tried the excuse of, boys will be boys, but I wasn't having that. I stormed downstairs and told my nephew that he needed to shower ASAP. He threw a fit and started throwing empty soda cans and food containers at me, while throwing curses and insults at me. I brought up the issue to my sister, but all she did was try to gentle parent, which was just him getting his way by cussing his mother. By the first month, me and GF had finally had enough. During dinner, I brought up the issues that had been happening and how they were affecting me and GF. All three of them brushed it off and claimed that they were too stressed. I bit my tongue, but I was fighting back, jumping across the table at my sister. The first month and a half of living with them was pure hell on earth. What immediately drew the line was overhearing BIL on the phone with his friend. I tried not to listen until I heard him saying the most disrespectful and disgusting things about me and GF. My blood immediately boiled when I heard him say that he thought living with two gay chicks would be much hotter. I snapped and demanded him and my sister pack their things and leave my house immediately. He acted like he hadn't just completed disrespected me in my own home. Sister tried to defend him, saying it was a joke. I refused to hear her out. I told her about her husband and son's disgusting habits and entitlement and said I refused to deal with it anymore. I gave her one day to get all their stuff and leave before I did it myself. She immediately broke down in tears, claiming they had nowhere to go. I told her to get a hotel room, stay at a friend's, or hell go to our parents' house. Anywhere but here. She called me cruel and heartless, but I didn't care. I couldn't take it anymore. I was exhausted. She called me a bitch and went to her guest room. I didn't care, I was just relieved to get them out. They packed their things and left, and sister hasn't said much to me since. GF said I did the right thing, but AITAH, AH, AH, AH,